Hi, my name is Angelica Fumera, and we are the Group 1. So we will be presenting our case study, the waste management crisis in Metro Manila. This is part of the Unit 9, the global problems, local solutions, where we connect global tourism issues to local context. So we use the case study method to analyze a real problem and develop critical thinking, collaborations, and communication skills. I will be joining by my groupmates, Mr. Cayabyab, Malang Jehan, Sollestre Lloyd Myels, Soriano Ronamae, and Toboso Kathlen. Let's start with the introduction. So the waste management problem in Metro Manila is severe and reflects both the challenges of urban growth, population increase, and inadequate infrastructure. So this crisis impacts public health, the environment, and the social equity. So despite of existing policies on waste reduction and segregation, poor implementations creates ongoing gaps. So this case study explores how policies and real-life waste management efforts intersect, highlighting systemic obstacles and opportunities for improvement. So the issues directly related to several United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs, including good health, sustainable cities, responsible consumption, and climate action. So imagine, Metro Manila produces around 9,000 tons of waste daily, much of which is improperly handled, leading to pollutions and overwhelming dump sites. So studies shows that weak coordination among local governments and limited public participation contributes to inactive waste management. So the 2017 closure of the Payatas landfill emphasized the urgency for sustainable, inclusive solution. So this study aims to assess policy effectiveness, local challenges, and community experience to offer recommendation for fairer and more efficient waste management in Metro Manila.
So for the SWOT analysis, the strengths such as established strong national policies like RA 9003 and rising public environment awareness provide a solid foundation that supports SDG 11 and SDG 12 on sustainable cities and responsible consumption, while also aligning with GCET Article 3 by promoting environmentally responsible and community practices. And for opportunities, it includes adopting modern waste technologies and improving LGU community coordination that advance long-term sustainable solutions that contribute to SDG 13 and SDG 14. And it also upholds GCET Article 5 by ensuring cleaner, safer environments for both residents and tourists.
For the weaknesses, Metro Manila struggles with inconsistent enforcement of RA 9003. Many areas still don't follow proper segregation. There are also not enough material recovery facilities, so most waste goes straight to landfills. Public discipline remains low, and budget limitations make it harder for LGUs to improve waste system and adopt better technology. For the threats, rapid urban growth continues to increase waste volume, putting more pressure on the system. Climate risks like flooding can also cause trash overflow and water pollution. Plastic use and industrial waste remain long-term environmental dangers. And lastly, stricter waste policies may face resistance from the public and businesses, slowing down progress.
For the solutions and alternatives, one of the most important steps is strengthening inter-LGU coordination. Right now, Metro Manila has fragmented implementation of RA 9003, so having a unified framework can help align waste collection schedules, standardize segregation rules, and make the system more efficient. Another key solution is improving infrastructures, expanding and upgrading material recovery facilities, and establishing barangay-level composting sites will reduce our dependence on landfills. Adopting waste-to-energy facilities with proper environmental safeguards also provides a long-term option for handling residual waste. Enforcement is equally important. Consistent monitoring, barangay waste marshals, and penalties for non-compliance can strengthen segregation practices. Lastly, community involvement must be encouraged through incentives, public and private partnerships, environmental education, and circular economy initiatives. These approaches help ensure that households, businesses, and even tourism establishments participate in sustainable waste management.
So let's proceed to the recommendations. To fix this problem in Metro Manila, our groups has created 5 strong and important steps that we recommend. Our first and most important step is strict enforcement. We need the government to be serious about the rule. If you don't separate your trash, we won't collect it. Every home and every hotel must separate trash properly. And next is about location and structure. We must build more sorting centers known as MRFs. This facility need to be closer to communities to easily sort all the recyclable waste, keeping it out of the dump sites. The third step is target the tourism industry directly. We need a zero waste policy. Hotels and restaurants must immediately stop using single-use plastics. No more plastic cups or straw. This helps us follow the rule that tourism must protect the environment. Next step is focuses on the people, community-based composting in livelihood. We must teach neighborhoods how to turn their food waste into the useful fertilizer. These simple actions cuts the amount of trash collected by trucks and helps local people earn money. And lastly, continuous and target education campaigns are necessary to achieve long-term behavioral change among both residents and tourists. Proper waste disposal requires active participations from everyone. And that's all for recommendation. Thank you.
Metro Manila's waste problem goes far beyond piles of garbage. It affects the people's health, the environment, and the way communities function. Even with laws like Republic Act 9003 in place, weak implementation, limited facilities, and inconsistent public involvement continue to hold the system back. If the city strengthens segregation at the source, modernizes recycling and recovery centers, and embraces new technologies, real progress becomes visible and possible. Most importantly, everyone has a role to play: government, businesses, and residents alike. With shared responsibility and consistent action, Metro Manila can turn in waste challenges into a pathway toward a cleaner, more resilient, and a livable urban in the future.